Hello and welcome everyone to the BRL realistic tier. Oh my god. To the realistic tier. Sorry about that. My name is Fettercheese33. I will be your host for today. I think we might have a restart after this race if I'm not mistaken, or after qualifying, I'm not sure. But yeah, right now we are in Q1. It is a three qualifying sessions are used to determine this grid. And yeah, it will be a 50% race all the way down to the end of the 36 laps, I think. So yeah, everyone, right now the first few cars are out on their laps. Goblin has set a 112.1 reserving for AlphaTauri for tonight. A few confusion here as the game did put the, I'm not sure if he's here, is he? I can't find him. Skither. I cannot find Skither. And the other Aston Martin Nerf, they switched their cars for some reason, which is really weird. But yeah, um, I think going for another lap. Does not improve. I think he was on a cooldown lap. But yeah, a little overview on the championship. So this is the second batch of the races tonight. Um, a few stories. Well, a few people stepping in. PSR Sky stepping in for, I think, Nico and John. The other Haas is not here. Not sure what happened. But yeah, Minico's reserving in for John. Maggie, I think, is also reserving in the McLaren. No, Alphanesis and PR Jack. Wow, the first time in a while where Alphanesis and Jack are actually lining up together on the grid once again. Zach the Beast reserving in for the Alpine. Of course, he is the team principal of the team, so he would, like I said before, he's going to do the best he can, especially since he is a team principal. But yeah, MVR Cobb is, I think, as well, reserving for Durix. Right now, there's only one time set. There's 11 minutes remaining. Let me pull up the track map and everything. Zach the Beast improves. PSR Sky also improving both of them into the 1-minute 11s. See a lot of people coming out on track now, and I think that's Greenhorn thinking about going on intermediates. Everyone else is on the mediums except, well, yeah, everyone has set a time on the softs, excuse me. letting Goblin, or not Goblin, the other AlphaTauri of Kieran by. Kieran reserving for the AlphaTauri tonight. Oh, Goblin. Goblin is Phantom. Okay, yeah. Kieran is reserving for the AlphaTauri as Chandler could not make it. Chandler, fortunately. Kieran going across the line. Wow. Really fast lap time. Only 7/10 behind the Alpine driver, Zach the Beast, in a considerably slower car. It is still Q1. There's a lot of time remaining to rack up the times. Only 5 people have set a time on the timesheet out of 18. So we see a few people out. Smeggy, a lap as well. See someone starting a lap. I want to see who's starting a lap. Cam on an out lap right now. The Red Bull Reserve. He did recently get promoted after the sequence of the transfer window did get opened. Very cheap driver, very fast driver. Delicious. 1 minute 9, 2 seconds faster than Zach. What can Cam do compared to his new teammate? So going into turns 1 and 2, it's a very tricky section. You really don't know what type of line is the fastest here, considering the uphill exit. You have to be really calculated in a very fast right left here. Make sure you don't invalidate, you don't touch the wall. Closing in on sector 1, purple sector 1, so beats his teammate on that regard. DRS straight here is going to get a little slipstream from his teammate. Speak of the devil, might even get it on the back straight as well. Going through the second to last chicane in the corner and gets past his teammate Hoop. So no team tactics there. Hairpin. Very tight. He's going to get some slipstream from that Mercedes though if he does not let him by. DRS open. Mercedes lets him by, but still gets a little advantage by him. The final corners of the track. Very tricky section here. And he invalidates. Validates on his first run. Not ideal for the American driver, but it's a 1 minute 9.6, so faster than his teammate. Some potential there until the lap. Sadly, he did invalidate, so it does not count. I did see a Ferrari, yeah, the Ferrari of Alphanesis, 1 minute 10.5. People in the pits right now. Jack, fortunately, could not continue on his lap. Something happened with him. We'll go back on to him later. The drivers that are out right now, Cobb, Raptor, Greenhorn, and Axe F1. Cobb goes third fastest, 1 minute 10.7. Axe F1. Bottom of the timesheets. Let's go over that steering a bit. Make sure he doesn't invalidate. But overall, a clean last sector. Goes 1 minute 10.5. Beats the Mercedes and goes third place. Axe has been very underrated this season. Supply Raptor stays in. Oh no, actually, in 14th, but is definitely going to want to try and improve that time, considering he's at risk of getting knocked out. Jack as well, and Cam. So a few surprises there. Jack and Cam have not set a lap time. I'm not sure what really happened to them. Maybe Jack got blocked, but Cam, definitely, we saw his validation there. They both are at risk. The two most surprising contenders out of Q1, but as if they make a solid lap time, they would be. I think they would be good. Cloud and Greenhorn, though, definitely two. Well, they're back markers, definitely two underdogs. See who else? Jack. Oh, Jack invalidated his time. Jack, 4 minutes left of qualifying. He can return to the pits and get a new set of tires, but that will be another set lost. Or maybe he can save the set. Go one more run, take a little risk. Not sure though. It's up to him to decide. I think he's fast enough to do it. Here he goes into the pits. So he's gonna risk another set. What about Cam? Not finish his lap time. Validated his lap time. We'll go back to him later. I think Greenhorn is about to finish, but there might be Axe going on another lap, so Axe thinks he might not be safer. He's just going for another silly run. Oh, never mind. He goes in. Cobb in the middle of the track. Nothing wrong with him, but Greenhorn is going to cross the line to try and get out of that contention. Is he on? Oh, I thought he was on intermediates, but $112 in the top 14, so he has a chance. If Cam and Jack do not improve on their times, Cam playing it really safe through the chicane. 1 minute 10 slower than his first lap time, but is good enough for 10th place. Hoop overall the only driver in the 1 minute 10s right now. Jack, the only person not to set a lap time. This is his last chance to do so. Anyone else nerf for nothing on his lap as well. Sam decided, I don't think Sam might be waiting until the last minute. Greenhorn is conserving his fuel right now, conserving his tires. Might have blocked someone there. But, oh, Cam is going, oh no, Cam might be just going into the pits. But the main contenders right now, Smeggy going for another lap right now, gonna try and improve from that 14th place. He could be in danger. Greenhorn is gonna start another lap, 1 minute 43 seconds remaining. If he does manage to waddle this lap, could go for another chance. The three bottom drivers, Sam, Nerf, and Jack, on their out laps, so they're gonna go for one run. If I'm not mistaken, I think Jack has enough for two actually. Actually, Phantom, who has not gone into Q2 once this season, has a chance. Both AlphaTauris have a chance. AlphaTauri has not gone has not gone into Q2 at all this season. They have a chance. they have a chance if Jack does not perform, if Nerf does not perform, and the rest of the bottom drivers don't have a chance. I did something. Smeggy improves. 9th place now for the McLaren driver. Pushes down Phantom into 14th. Phantom is in danger. He has a chance though. What about Greenhorn? No, Greenhorn ran out of fuel. Greenhorn is stuck in 15th place. What about Nerf or Jack? That's going to be the first one across the line. Might be impeded a bit. Very, very clean chicane. I think this might be it for Jack. He's going to make it. Yes, he does. 3rd place. 3 thousandths behind Cam. Great comeback from him. Nerf does not improve from his 17th place. That is it for him. Sam as well. Greenhorn as well. Phantom has just barely made it into the top 15. I'm not sure if he will get knocked out, if it's the top 5. Sorry, if it's the bottom 5 will get knocked out, or 16th and below. But he has a chance to improve nonetheless. Knock out his reserve teammate, Kieran. Try and get into Q2 for the first time this season. Going through the chicane now. Final part of the lap. Sends that steering close to the wall. He's gonna go 14th. So I think I'm not sure. He might have just missed Q2 200ths of a second. Don't know. Is it though? Hoopalicious and Cam setting the early pace with the 2 Ferraris behind. I'm seeing a repeat of Australia here, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of Chandler though, it is Cam. Hoopalicious setting the early pace as he always does. Not being afraid to show others what he's got. I mean, he's the only driver on the 9s right now. Jack struggling to set a clean lap, and Alphanesis Alphanesis, to be fair, did play it really cool. Just set one lap and said, I'm fine. The clouds are starting to come in. I do think I did hear there is a bit of rain left. Here we go. Yep, Phantom does make it into Q2. Great effort from him. Q2, everyone. See a lot of drivers going out now. More than half the grid. AlphaTauri of, I think that is Phantom leading the pack. I'm not sure if he's aiming for that Q2 or if he just wants to stay safe. But this is definitely an achievement from him. He wants to appreciate this moment as much as he can. And therefore, he is the first one to cross, that is going to cross the line. Cam is right behind him. Cam showing some great pace early on in the session. Fortunately, did invalidate his lap that would have equaled or I think beaten Hoop's Q2 time, but that's just something to show of his potential. Hopefully he does not make any mistakes that does cost him in the long run. Cloud as well. Cloud in the Alfa Romeo making it past Q1. Great feat from the... I'm not sure what nationality he is, honestly. But he's shown a lot of potential. A lot of great results have kicked in from the Red Bull and the Ferrari. I think he did get top 5 in the Ferrari in Saudi and was en route to get a, I think, top 3 or top 5 in Spain. But unfortunately, bad luck kicked in and some sort of lag. I'm not sure really what it was. But so far, really promising driver into the tier considering this is his first season. Cam is going to cross the line. 1:10.5, I think, matches his Q2 time. Pelicious is just started his lap. I'm not sure if anyone else can beat that lap. Alphanesis does. 1:10.2 in the Ferrari. What can Zach the Beast do? Zach struggled a bit in Q1, goes third fastest. 4/10 behind the Red Bull. And Supply Raptor beats him in a McLaren. XF1, so the times are starting to rack up. Where can the Mercedes go? Mercedes is starting the lap, but XF1, P3 as well. P3 acts very much the underdog this season. Does not have the results to prove it, but he's definitely been consistently behind the leaders. And every time there is a mistake, he can capitalize, but things just don't go his way. Hopefully this race things will go differently. I think, who was that? Cobb in the Mercedes. Cobb making his appearance finally in a top tier car in the Mercedes. Pelicious 1 minute 9.8. Again, the only driver right now in the 8s. It is a slower time though. I am wondering if the clouds starting to kick in might have an effect on the grip levels. Zach the Beast retires. Zach the Beast retired from something. That is unfortunately qualifying over for him. I think retiring drivers do end up starting last in the session. So he will start 15th, I think. Hold on, I need to invite. Smeggy as well, showing great performance in the McLaren. Not a very fast car, this car. Sets a purple sector 1. I'm not sure if that is representative, but you definitely do need the driver to show it, such as Supply Raptor here in 6th place in the same car as him. The real question is, can both McLarens secure a double Q3? They've done it before, I think. They can definitely do it again. It is all up to both drivers. Only around a bit more than half of the grid has set a lap time. Hupalicious retires. Tells himself that that lap is enough to get through into Q3. We will be restarting the session. We'll be restarting this session after qualifying, FYI. So once the qualifying results are done, we'll head on into a new lobby. Cam is going on another lap. Right, since the qualifying sessions are being restarted, means you don't really have to save any of your soft. Sorry, not the sessions, but the session in general is being restarted. That means you do not have to save any of your soft tires for the race because you aren't gonna be in a race in the same lobby. We're gonna restart. Cringe has left the session once again. Unfortunately, I cannot invite him. Really interesting tactics from Cam. I think he really just wants to beat Alphanesis there. Jack, that's a really big surprise there. Leaving the pits. Only a 111.3. Struggling to set a good time. Barely made it out of Q2, only, but fortunately, his last lap, the only valid lap of the session, really got him into it. He has shown that he has great pace throughout the season, but right now something's off. He's mentioned that he has not had any practice, but really that's a trend for him. I doubt he has been practicing for most of the races this season, as he has the pace to recuperate and experience to keep it up with the rest of the pack. Let's look at someone who is on a lap. Dane, I think Dane hasn't validated. Dane has been showing, not showing, but it's not been going great for Dayton so far. I don't think he's been in a top 5 at all these past 3 races. It was a strong start in Bahrain. Couldn't attend Saudi. I think in China he got taken out. And then the rest of there just wasn't really great as follows. And he's going to go for another lap, I think. See how it goes for him. Cobb. Oh, I think Cobb might have blocked Supply there. I'm not sure. No, Supply was on an out lap. Hopefully. But no one's really on the lap right now except I think for Cam. Oh, Cam is also... Okay, so it's kind of a grace period for all the drivers right now. People into the pits. Cam is retired. Both Red Bulls think they are safe until the end of Q2 and the start of Q3. F1 going for another lap. I mean, P5, 10.7 might be understandable if he wants to go for another lap. Considering, I mean, 10th is like, what? 10th? 10th is, I mean, the 5 tenths, 6 tenths, you never know. Since it's a purple sector 1, I think that is representative for the rest of the grid. Dane goes P4. Good lap from him. He'll be safe till the end of the session unless someone else revokes. XF1 2/10 up on his fastest lap. That's a purple sector 2. Again, I'm not sure if that's representative considering he is 3/10 up as of the end of sector 3 and him and the gap between Hupalicious is second. Going through the final straight, though, the longest straight of this track. Usually most overtakes happen here. Wow, blazing through that curb. Gonna set a 10.2, 4/10, almost 5/10 faster than his previous lap time, but unfortunately does not. I know he does improve his position. 5th place once again. Cloud, 6th place in the Alfa Romeo, so definitely putting up a challenge with the likes of Mercedes of Cobb, the McLaren of Raptor, and the Ferrari of Jack. Jack again. Jack is improving, but he's not improved a lot. 600ths from his best lap time, and he's around 2 seconds slower than his rival Hoopalicious. Going through sector 2, 6/10 up on par for a 10 point. Can't do math. 10.7, I think. Yeah, 10.7. Unless he improves majorly on this chicane. Expected position. Oh, almost invalidates. Very, very aggressive on that curve. Very committed. Gonna set a sub 9. Great lap from Jack. After a few poor laps in, he finally shows that he has the pace in it for that top position in qualifying. XF1 retires. Axe, that's a bit of a risk. I'm not sure. P7. 3 positions off Q3, 2 minutes or 3 minutes left remaining of the session. Cloud could possibly go for another lap time. Raptor maybe. Raptor might cross the line. Nope, goes into the pits. What about the Mercedes of Cobb? Cobb as well. Going into the pits. Both AlphaTauris. Phantom after a stellar Q1 performance. Purple Sector 2, my goat. Ooh, a little bit of oversteer out of the hairpin. Can he hasn't set a time yet in Q2. I think is the pace gap really that slow between the AlphaTauri and the Ferraris? It feels like slow motion. But again, cutting the curve really aggressively. The chicane, that seems to be a very big trend between all the drivers. 111.6 does not improve his position. P14 might be the best he can do. Formula Cringe finally, after a bit of connection issues. Only driver in this grid who has not set a lap time yet. Fortunately, he was able to join the session before it ended. He has a chance, probably his only chance, or one of his only 2 more chances to set a lap time. Well, majority of the drivers are retiring now. Cloud, I think, might. No, I think, yeah, Cloud, Alphanesis, Supply they're done. They're done. Sky and the Haas, reserving for the Haas. 10 seconds up that. Yeah, he's going to start another lap. Let's see how it goes for him. What about, who was it? Who was I spectating? Oh, Cringe, right. He was on an out lap. Phantom is going to slipstream his teammate Kieran. Reservee, I think that's a bit too close, Phantom. Yep, but some slip is better than no slip. Can Kieran make it into the top 10 with Phantom slipstream? Cuts the curve very great. Oh, great chicane from him. Can he get 11th? Ah, man, barely out. Smeggy out of nowhere, P10, knocks out Zach the Beast. Zach the Beast is out of Q2 in the Alpine. Not a great performance from him. I mean, he did get caught in here last minute, so unfortunately that is it for him. Smeggy's going for another lap. Both McLarens in the top 10. Sky does not improve. Sky remains in P13. What about Cringe? Cringe knocks out Smeggy. Cringe, last minute decider, P8 in Q3. Out of nowhere, he had so many disconnection issues, and he's finally achieved the Q3 that he wanted. That must be frustrating for Smeggy. Really frustrating. Yeah, he saw that. He's leaving out of frustration. There we have it. Smeggy, Zach, Kieran, Sky, and Goblin out of Q2. Here we go. Jack tops out the second session of qualifying in P1. Hoobalicious follows and Cam follows. Cobb splitting the Red Bull and Ferrari duo. Could we see more of this guy in the race? We'll have to wait and see. Alphanesis, very quiet P5. Dane as well, very quiet P6. Axophone once again just settling in into the midfield. Formula Cringe, very last minute P8. Thankfully, he made it through. Cloud as well. Cloud, very great qualifying performance from him. P8 in P9 in the Alfa Romeo, and Supply Raptor barely making it into P10. Everyone going out. It is a very short Q3 session, so I think everyone might be opting for that 3-lap qualifying shootout, considering we are restarting the lobby after this session. Everyone has a chance to prove themselves a little bit more. Everyone is out. Everyone. There's no one in the pits right now. First person, of course it's Cam. He wants to make it known. He said in the chat he hasn't been pushing, quote unquote. Oh, actually, a lot of people might have gone out because it might be raining soon. You can see the clouds up top. Even when there is no rain, the more clouds there are, the less sun there is, which means the less hot the track gets, which means less grip, which means less lap time. More lap time technically. Wow, that is a great explanation of putting it anyways. But Cam did did give the position to his preference to his teammate Hoopalicious, who is leading the standings right now, as I should have mentioned. Hoopalicious and Alphanesis split apart by 5 points. I do think this is Alphanesis' last ever race with us in realistic. Well, not ever, but this season, because he does have work. But Hoopalicious pushing a lot. I think he might be the benchmark, if not for Jack. Ooh, cutting it close in turns 3 and 4. Turns 5 and 6. Not cutting the curve too much. I played safe a bit. But I did see Cam steal his sector, purple sector 1. Kind of tell Hoopalicious' setup is very rear prone. He likes that pointy front end. Ooh, goes a bit wide in the hairpin though. Sacrifices a lot of minimum speed. That's gonna sacrifice top speed for this straight. In terms of hoop, it might not be a great lap. But we'll see where it falls through. First driver that's gonna set a lap time this session. 1:09.6. What about his teammate Cam? Cam invalidated. I want to see what his time was. Oh shit. No, not Jack. Jack, no. Jack just definitely, no, sorry, Cam did not finish his lap time. Validated once again. But here we are, Formula Cringe. Hoopalicious right now, the only driver on the 109s right now. Cobb is gonna go 9th place, invalidated. But then so many people invalidated as well. Even Jack invalidated his second run as well. But nevertheless, Hoopalicious in first place. Once again, the only man right now in the 1-minute 9s in Formula Cringe. After making that very last minute appearance into Q3, is in second place provisionally. His teammate, unfortunately, Sanchez, cannot drive for the S, and I think he got traded, if I'm not mistaken, or he can't race. So right now, very good showing, very good substitution for Sanchez. Cringe goes into the pits. Alphanesis, very quiet qualifying compared to Hoopalicious. I think Hoopalicious has almost out-qualified him almost every session. But when it's time for the race, Alphanesis just has the IQ advantage. Not advantage, but he has the IQ to really push him up into the level of Hoopalicious. Everyone else is going to be in the pits. Very busy pit lane. They might want to be going out as soon as they can right now, possibly. Here we go, Hoopalicious, the first, I think, second driver actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think, no, actually, Hoops Dane is still on his first run, but Hoopalicious, once again, might be the first driver to cross the line again. The clouds are starting to come in. You can see a lot of drivers rushing to get out to set a lap time, because once the rain comes in and the track gets a little greasy, it's over. It is over. It's a great idea from Malicious, I might add. Maybe the other drivers don't think it is that risky. Well, not that risky, but it's not that exaggerated. The situation is not that exaggerated. They can go whenever they want. I'm not sure if there is rain coming. Oh, so far only 3 people? Yeah, 4 people into the pits. The Ferraris might be giving each other a little bit of tactic there, a little bit of slipstream to each other. This is right behind Jack. Not sure if that's smart, or if it's just a coincidence they went out at the same time. Yep, Jack wants to let Alphanesis through. Alphanesis wants that slipstream from Jack. A little bit of a team miscommunication there between the two. But here we go. Hoopalicious and Formula Cringe, the top 2 drivers in the timesheets right now, going on a lap. So is Supply Raptor. I'm excited to see what Supply Raptor can do. Very underrated driver. Got P2 last race in the Red Bull. Could have gone for that win. Fortunately, things didn't go his way with the pacing of the wets. But he's already, I mean, he's already proven himself worthy of a top seat in BRL. Even in Tier 1, he's a very quick driver. I think he's here just for the funs, for the shits and giggles, you know, those types. As the time does go through, more drivers are starting to set their respective lap times. Hoopalicious, 1/10 up on his time. Oh, very aggressive on that curve. I love to see that from the Red Bull driver. Can he improve on his time? Yes, he can. Barely. 3/10 up. About Cringe. Cringe validates. Cringe is no longer with us. Cloud is going to start a lap. Supply Raptor, unfortunately, happened between him. Going to start another lap. Cam's going to be the next one to cross the line. Cam. He's been shown to prove himself worthy of a top seat for a while now. But once the time comes, can he do it? A little bit sketchy through the chicane. Overall clean lap, 1:09.5. Both Ferraris are next though. Jack touches the wall a bit. Lucky he did not invalidate. But lost a little bit of time there. What about Alphanesis? Alphanesis goes P4. It is a Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. The Red Bull is dominating the timesheets right now, but Jack, look at Jack. Jack is only 3/10 behind pole and 1/10 behind Hoopalicious teammate Cam. Jack could be in serious contention to beat out one or both of the Red Bulls right now. Cloud messed up on his time. Gonna go for another one. This might be his final run, one of two final runs. Supply Raptor, 3/10 up on his time. It is right now, it could possibly be Supply Raptor and Cloud battling for that 9th place spot, and Axe might be in the mix as well. Axe is gonna start a lap. Cam, where's Cam going? Yeah, Cam is gonna go pull it into the pits. Jack as well. Cloud is the next one going to be for Cloud and validated again. So something's up. Something's up. I'm not sure if he can go for another run. I think 10th place might be it for him. He's wasting a lot of his ERS just to continue. I'm not sure why, if that's a really smart idea. If that's a really smart idea. Formula Cringe off of his last run is down into P6. Got dropped down all the way from P2 to P6. Is going to start another lap. Can he battle? Can he challenge the Red Bulls and the Ferraris? Just have to wait and see. He's splitting the Mercedes right now. The Aston Martin is proven to have great traction, great pace, as seen by Cookie and Sanchez in previous races. XF1 invalidated his lap time. A lot of invalidations. These qualifying sessions, people can't get their laps connected. Really, this track is very, very prone to track limits. But look at both Mercedes. Mercedes might give each other some slipstream later down the road, but they're gonna start and finish their lap times very, very similarly. Hoopalicious is gonna go for his final run. Alphanesis let him by. That might be tactical. He might want some slipstream from him later on. Here we go. Final lap from Hoopalicious. In pole right now, showing great pace throughout all the last two qualifying sessions. Cam is retired. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. We'll go back to Hoop. XF1, 2/10 faster than his previous lap time right now, but might be giving a little bit of, no, never mind. Here we go. Final chicane, where it all counts. XF1. Oh, very safe in the chicane. The Alpine does not like wide turns. Goes P7. Below Formula Cringe. In front of Dayton. Dayton has a chance to go in front of him though. I think he might make it. Goes more aggressive. Oh, I think that is a front wing broken. Not sure if he has enough time. Yep, that is his qualifying session done for him. So is Jack, so is Alphanesis. Hoopalicious is on pole. Formula Cringe is not going as fast as I anticipated. I'm not sure if he's going slow-mo or if he's genuinely not pushing. Yep, Hoopalicious on pole position. Improves on his lap time by 600ths. So shows to the world that he's still got a little bit more pace in him. It is a Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari 3-4. The Mercedes, Aston Martin, Alpine, McLaren, Alfa Romeo jumbled. Great qualifying session. why the time, why it's not. Okay, Cringe needs to retire. Cop says you could fit a new continent between P4 and 5, as the gap between them two is quite substantial compared to the rest of the field. But here is your qualifying grid. Hoopalicious on pole and Cam filling it out to be another successful Red Bull 1-2. I think this is the second or third Red Bull 1-2. I don't think Ferrari's ever gotten a 1-2 in a qualifying session. But yeah, great performance, especially from the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo of Cloud, even though they kind of did bottle it at the end of the session. You can see the gap between Alphanesis and Cobb there. Yep, so it is a confirmed. The race will, well, the lobby will be restarting for the race. As the grid is starting to form up. There's more in the car. Okay, now that the race has restarted, thank you for everyone's patience. Who's just putting on their setups now. As you know, the lobby did restart, so everyone's setups are on default automatically, so they do have to change them and their strategies and everything else. Mentioning that the lobby has restarted, everyone's tires aren't new. We go. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. It is lights out, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. Coop gets a really great start, covers off the inside for his teammate. Oh, his teammate might go. Oh, his teammate is battling back. Jack Alphanesis has had a little bit of trouble there. Cam is in the lead, though. Great stuff from Cam. Jack just settling in into P3. The cringe, great comeback from him into P5. Alphanesis has dropped down so many positions. Something's happened to him. Oh, right. He disconnected. That sucks. Is it now joined? It is a Red Bull 1-2 for now, while Jack is chasing them off. Oh, that is an incident. Oh, that's an AlphaTauri and a Mercedes involved. I did manage to catch that. Sure what happened there. There is a lot of front wing damage involved. Skither started P19. Now up into P13 in the Aston. That is Sam going wide. Already up into P9 in the Alfa Romeo. A lot of rumors that he's quick, this guy. See where he can go. Cobb and Cringe battling it out. Cringe, very good comeback after not a very good comeback. He made a couple one position up. He's chasing down P4. Oh, something happened there. Something happened there. I'm not sure what happened. Something out of between Jack and Hoop, I think. But Hoop is going to have to make up a lot of ground. Down into P10, I think. Hopefully he doesn't have any damage. Anything can happen, really, in this 30-lap race. Going to go down the inside of Smeggy. I want to know what happened there. Smeggy might go. Smeggy. Waiting for the overcut. The switchback, sorry about that. But Hoop with the Red Bull straight line speed obviously makes it up for it. Cam is leading right now. Cam and Jack former Ferrari teammates a while ago. Sam, what the heck happened with Sam? What happened with Sam? That is a full course safety car after Sam's retiree. Something happened there, I'm not sure. He might have retired on purpose there. Talk about it after the race. Cam and Jack both on differing strategies. Interesting strategies for both of them. But we did see a little bit of an incident beforehand with the Mercedes of, I think it was Dane and AlphaTauri of Kieran. Kieran does, I don't think have any from wing damage now. I think I'll get that repaired. But no one has pitted so far. Some people have pitted. Zach the Beast, Skither I think has from wing damage as mentioned in the chat. Zach might have, yeah, a lot of these people might be pitting for that front wing damage. Yup. Skither's in the pit with front wing damage. So is Phantom. What about Zach? Zach I don't think had any front wing damage. Is just going for a new strategy. But yeah, after that mysterious crash, I'll have to wait and see where what is happening to Kieran. Kieran might have a penalty there, right? Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what the stewards say, what panned out. Cam leading the race right now. Both Cam and Jack deciding to stay out. Hubelicious getting crashed out, I think. Something happened with him and Jack. The race. But yeah, Axel went into P5. Well, stuff from him and the McLaren of Supply Raptor. All of them taking advantage of those crashes of Dayton and Hubelicious. But once again, Hubelicious, man. So much bad luck. Bad luck from him. Gonna have to make another comeback. I'm interested in seeing the battle between Cam and Jack. I think they were teammates once in China in the Ferrari, if I'm not mistaken. And they are both on differing strategies with the hards and the mediums. I'm not sure if the safety car this early plays an advantage into both of their hands. Really just normally neutralizes the field. But with Cam leading, that being said, Cam leading is a very, very dangerous situation to have on your hands, especially how well known he is for his starts. I'm sure Jack will definitely not be caught off. Jack in the past, he's not been, he's very aware in when people are willing to go. Safety car is in this lap. As per sector 2 is being crossed. Cam, yep, once again doing a strat of slowing down the field as much as he can, neutralizing it. As soon as the safety car goes into the pits, he's going to want to go as fast as he can or either slow as he can until the line. It is a short run from the line to the to turn 1, so take of that what you will. Go. Is he gonna go? Straightens out his car before the chicane. I take a normal start. No, he doesn't. Look at him. Oh, almost caught off Jack there. Yep, gonna wait into the line. Jack is a bit behind him though, on the pressure of Cobb. Clean start from the front. What about the rest of the field? I see a little bit of collisions between here and there. Hoopalicious battling with the McLaren of Smeggy. Something happened with Smeggy there. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or anything, but he remains in P8, and the race is underway. Not much battles going on here. Sky almost getting passed by, yeah, wow, what a move by Sky. Something's wrong with Smeggy. He might have a little bit of front wing damage there. Alphanesis also catching up to the likes of Hoop. Alphanesis very quiet ever since the start of this race. And the safety car definitely did not help him in trying to catch up to the front of the field. Hoopalicious down the inside of, down the inside of Supply. That was very scary to watch. Thankfully, Cloud gave him the space, and Hoop might have another chance to pass him into this straight, but he lets go of that overtake button. Stay patient. I know he's definitely fuming under that visor. Well, not under the visor, but over that screen. And as a Alfa Romeo driver, a Ferrari Academy driver, Cloud definitely will not want to let Hoop by. We've seen before how great his defending is with the Red Bull Academy, and now he's fighting against the Red Bull Academy. Cloud makes a little mistake there. Hoop might be able to capitalize. Peeking down his inside, breaks late. Cloud gives him the space. Both of them make contact. Cloud goes wide, and Hoop goes through. That might be investigated by the stewards later on, considering he did kind of, Hoopalicious did kind of push Cloud. I didn't really get that on stream. Just have to wait and see. But Cloud, oh wow, Cloud is getting passed by so many people. He might have a bit of front wing damage there. It's like all good, but definitely struggling a lot. Passed by Cloud and out of the points. Cam so far though, I mean, great great pace from Cam so far, really. Considering Jack does have the faster tire right now. Both of them are going to be, I assume so, they're going to be pulling from the rest of the field from Cobb and down. Both Cobb and Formula Cringe reserves for the Aston Martin, proving their worth for the top teams. S11 might be in the mix too. It's a bit of a train here with the DRS. The DRS is now activated. See some potential overtakes now once again, now that the grid is getting separated. Cloud gets past PSR Sky battling a bit with a lot of the drivers around him, definitely stuck in the middle pack here. Cloud, very unfortunate incident with Hoopalicious there. Okay, Skither. It's a very, very opportunistic lunge there. Thankfully, Cloud did give him space. Did not want to get overtaken. He did not want to get taken out by Skither there. Skither into the top 10 now. I'm not sure if that can be investigated by the stewards, really, considering he did not take out Cloud there. Cloud is very aware there. That is a crash. Activist is gone. Okay then. That's another safety car. This might help Jack. Activist is out. Very unlucky run for him. Unfortunately, we can't see him no more as he disappeared from the screen. But very unfortunate run from him. Not a great weekend from the start. Getting knocked out of Q3, I think it was. Q1. Sorry, Q1. And even then, after that, it just very unlucky for him. Cam is going to lead once again. But I think this might be giving an advantage to the likes of Jack and the rest of the medium runners. They can conserve their tires. They might be able to pit for hards until the end of the race. I think that's stretching it. That's stretching it for sure. They might need a couple or more laps to do so. But as the laps start reeling in and the tire wear starts creeping in, it's definitely going to be a more realistic option on the table. Skither has a penalty. I'm not sure what that is. 3 second. I think he might have crashed or not crashed out. Been those because of warnings. Cobb and Hoopalish. No, Hoopalish is not in the pits. Cobb and a lot of people are in the pits. I'm not sure what that is for. Cobb is going to go for mediums. Interesting suggestions from him. A lot of people going on the mediums. Can mediums go into the end, or are they going to play... they might be going for the two-star. Very interesting strategy with the field. Interesting. The people in front of them definitely do have to pit either way. So a lot of them just decided, you know what, I'm just going to pit for the extra rubber. And I'm going to have fresh rubber for this stint compared to the rest of my drivers. And then I can just pit until the pit window opens again for the drivers in front of them. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Cobb is now a threat. If he can get through, the likes of Alphanesis, Phantom in the points, Phantom, Williams of Greenhorn, Cobb, Axe, Supply, Skip. Wow, okay, that's a lot. No, actually, never mind. Greenhorn and Phantom. I think he's in. I think he's definitely in. Alphanesis and Dayton, both of them, I think Dayton might be struggling a bit with the inferior car, but Alphanesis might catch up to the front pack, and Cobb can follow. That is realistically Cobb's best option if he can overtake them fast enough. It's really, I mean, other than that, the battle between the lead, Cam and Jack, Cringe might be in it. Hoopalicious might definitely be in it as well. Great comeback from him, and considering the other people pitted behind him, he's in contention for a podium. It is a very, very long race. A lot of laps. 35 laps. It's yeah. The lap times are very short, so fair enough. I'm not sure what would feel longer. A lot of laps in a short lap time. But well, for example, like a track like this, a lot of laps, but a short lap time, like 1 minute 10s, or the likes of Spa, 22 laps. That's a 11 lap difference. With how much is that? 1 minute 44. 1 minute 40s, really? Realistically, 1 minute 40 lap times. Safety car is going to be in now. The pack is now settled. I might be pulling off one of his infamous starts once again. Gonna go once the line crosses. Hopefully not as much incidents as the past restarts, considering we are on, a lot of the drivers are on mediums. Jack this time is prepared, but gets caught off. Jack gets caught off real hard by Cam. Cam saw the opportunity and took it. This time, Jack does not have has as much pressure compared to the rest of the field, but Hoop is under pressure. Dane down the inside of Hoop. Hoop, if anything, got caught off guard. That was definitely not Cam's intention. Dane goes for the move. Hoop now drops down to P5. Formula Cringe, something happened to him. Did he disconnect? No. Something happened to him. He's ghosted. Hoop goes back to P4. Dane, P3. I was wrong about Dane. Dane is fighting for that podium position. After a very horrible luck of a streak of races, he was fighting for that podium position in Portugal. Sky gets a 3 second. Jack struggling a bit now. I can assume those mediums might be starting to dropping off a bit. Cobb. This is someone to look out for, definitely. From the cringe is going to defend. Oh, very. Oh, that might be reported. That might be reported by Cobb. There, moving under braking, but great. I mean, it was great until he moved under braking from Formula Cringe. Cobb is going to be very much obsessed over the fact he wants to overtake him. Phantom already dropping down positions after not pitting. That is a corner cut and a half, Greenhorn. Greenhorn, yeah. And Phantom has it bad, Greenhorn has it worse. They were both very similar in positions, and now Phantom, I mean, yeah. Phantom's Phantom, he's vibing. Sam is a, okay, I will, yeah, I will. A lot of people getting time penalties as the laps rack up. Jack closing the gap between Cam. I did not expect that. Dane closing the gap between Jack as well. Dane, I think, did have to pit in lap 3, if I'm not mistaken, because of that damage or something, because he does have newer tires compared to Jack and, well, basically the rest of the field. He might be going for that overtake now. He's very close on him compared to P1 and P2. Going to the hairpin. Looking for the move, but it's going to wait until the straight. Not sure which. This is all going to come down to car performance in this straight. Both of them are going to have the DRS. Dane's going to use his overtake. I'm not sure if Jack is using his overtake, but he gets the Dane gets the overtake done. Jack's playing it real patient here. I'm not sure really what's his game. Hooplicious and Alphanesis have caught up to both of them, though. Alphanesis, with that being Alphanesis right in the back of Hooplicious. I did say this earlier in qualifying. When it comes to qualifying, Hoop is definitely has more levels compared to Alphanesis. I'll qualify him almost in every qualifying session, but in times like these, Hooplicious and Alphanesis, par to par. Really. There's no other way to describe it. Dane has so much pace. What is going on? Cam let him by. Might be a tactic from Cam. Interesting. Are the mediums that different between lap 11 and lap 14? Or is Cam just defending his position from Jack? Never know, but it's still a battle between Red Bull and Ferrari. Cobb gets past Alphanesis. I saw that out of nowhere. Who might be kept past at this rate? The mediums are very, very strong race tire in this condition right now. Considering Hoop does have 15 lap old hards. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Speak of the devil. Yeah. I'm not even gonna comment on that. You guys saw it. I did too. Poor Cobb. Stewards might have to look into that. A lot of stewarding reports are gonna show up this race, I think. Stewards have been very busy these couple of days, these couple of weeks. Battle for P1 is continuing. Dane, very unexpected. But Cam using the overtake. I think he was smart. I think it was smart to let Dayton through because Dayton is now flashing. The gap between Dayton and Dayton and Jack is 1 second. And Cam is the guy in first. So it definitely benefited them because now Jack is away from the DRS of Cam. Dane, I don't know if Dane's pace compared to Cam. Have to wait and see. The pit window might be opening soon. It's all up to the pace and the mentality of these guys. Canada, a very, I mean, it's very much the same between corner and straight. You have very long straights, but at the same time, you have a very big sector where Cam and Dane and Jack are crossing right now, where you need that downforce. Nerf tires. That's a safety car. That's another safety car. Man, that is... What's 17 plus 17, guys? That is 34. So, interesting. I think the mediums can make it through if Cam decides to go pit. That is a very unlucky safety car for Cam. As we pointed out before, yep, he's going to fall into the pits. I'm assuming everyone else is going to do the same. Oh my god. Cam, drive through. Man. I give up, bro. Real talk. I give up. That is yeah. That is... Can't really do anything about it now, can you? Cam bit in the safety car. But Cam and Dayton go into the pits for the mediums. Dayton, of course, has an extra set of mediums since the lobby restarted. Jack is on hards. Well, honestly, if anything, this doesn't... yeah, if anything, it doesn't benefit Jack either because Jack is going to have to sit on hards. For the rest of the race, he's going to have inferior rubber to the rest of the grid. Everyone is on hards in the top 10, on the mediums in the top 10 except for Jack and Skither. Oh, talking of Skither in P4. Interesting story though. Cam 5675 drive-through penalty for speeding under safety car, and unfortunately he won't be able to be removed because he's gonna have to serve it or else he gets disqualified. Hoopalish is also very unlucky with the safety car timing as well, as he had to double stack with Cam. And he drops a lot of positions from there. He dropped 2 positions from Skither and Raptor. Both have Tories, P14 and P5. Fortunate for both of them. Here we are. The safety car is going to be restarting. Yeah. The fight for the win seems it's changed a lot now. 15 laps remaining. I want to say anything can happen. Cam once again leading the restart. Have to see what he can do once that drive-through penalty does come into effect. Goes out earlier than he did last time. Catches Dayton off guard, especially Jack. Jack under pressure by Skither. Two top runners. Hoopalicious already in front of Supply Raptor. Jack, Skither, and Hoopalicious. Three top dogs in this league versus Dayton and Cam. Yeah, there's no other context to be put. But Cam, Purple Sector 1, I don't think what, I'm not sure what is the smartest option, really. Pit now, or, sorry, not pit, but go service drive-through now, or service drive-through later on in the race. I think it might be smarter later on in the race, considering the gap will spread 2 laps from now. That's when his drive-through will be in effect. Dayton is already out of the DRS from him. His pit lane is fortunately, I'm not sure if it's long or short, but if it's short enough, he might have an advantage there. He's pushing to his max. He wants to get rid of that drive-through as soon as he can. Fair enough. Fair enough for him. I'm very interested in seeing the battle between Jack, Skither, and Hoopalicious, though. Hoopalicious falling a bit back from the 2. Jack under pressure by Skither. Skither starting P19. And made his way up, possibly into the points-paying positions, albeit with a penalty. But, let's see what he can do. Cook. No DRS yet. It is all going to be a drag race to the finish. Will Skither rush for the move? Both of them on the hards. It has the slipstream. Unfortunately, cannot pull enough through. Still pressuring him as much as he can. Cam is fucking... Cam is flying, bro! Man. DRS is now enabled, but fortunately for Cam, Taylor does not have that advantage to him and is under pressure by the 3 amigos behind it. I mean, it is a very long way to go still, really. Not long, but, you know, still 13 laps left. I mean, for a 50%er, it's still a hefty way to go. That drive-through is definitely is not helping him. Will he pit this lap? The grid is still unbelievably close, considering he is pulling by so much. The overtakes going on. Jack does have DRS, and so do all the cars behind him. Cam into the pits. I think that was his last lap to do so. He's going to have to make up a lot of ground. Might actually... No, I don't think he can. The last place, but not very far behind from the rest of the field. Could possibly smeg up some points. Battle for the lead is now on, though. Jack, Dayton, and Skither, and Hoopalicious. Formula Cringe did unfortunately disconnect from the session once again. I think that is the max amount of safety cars now. I'm not sure if... So that is even more unlucky for Cam, really. Malicious is going to go down the inside. Kind of forces Skither wide. Puts some pressure on him. Malicious has a lot of ERS under him. He's going to try and force the move. That's going to force Skither to defend and try and possibly attack Jack. Very great tactics from Hoopalicious. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, this helps Cam. Bravo. This definitely helps Cam. No, the chat is going crazy. Hoopalicious and Skither collide. Well then, fortunately, we should get compensation. Yeah, we'll see. Well, Dane and Jack stay out. Supply Raptor and the rest of the field are pitting. I'm not sure if that was the smartest idea for the rest of the field. Come on, the AI. I'm not sure why he's doing that. Well then, I was wrong about the safety cars, that's for sure. This does confirm something now that the safety car, there are no more safety cars. Safety car is now in. This time a different leader is leading. See what Dane does. Oh, he's going early. Oh, that definitely caught Jack off. Jack off! Oh my god, I just realized. Okay, but yeah. Yeah. Dane leads. Jack. To Smeggy to Raptor. Wow, McLaren 3-4. The update's not even here, guys, and you guys are already fighting for podiums. Cobb with the soft advantage. He had a tire advantage before, and he definitely does now. If anything, more than ever, better than ever. On the route to chase down Alphanesis. I'm looking for Cam as well. Oh. XF1, major dive bomb. Phantom, well, a little bit of contact between them two. He's just going speed mode, man. He don't care no more. On to P7, passes Axe. The back of Alphanesis as well. Can he get a double overtake? It's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. It's going to be risky. Passes both of them before turn 2, fighting Alphanesis down the inside, contact. Alphanesis gets a bad exit, double overtake for Cam. Cam is back in the fight for a podium. Supply Raptor has a penalty. Both Cobb and Supply Raptor on softs. I'm not sure if Cam has the advantage for that, even with the softs. We'll have to wait and see. The battle's also between Dane and Jack. Dane, man, Jack came out of, no, sorry, not Jack. Dane came out of nowhere. I think he got crashed in the hairpin, and now he's fighting for the lead. I can't even explain to you what's going on. Jack has been consistent all race long, getting cut out a bit by the safety cars, really, but nothing too lethal to his progress. DRS is now enabled. Dane is going to be under pressure. He's going to have 6 more laps under those medium tires. Can they even last that long? That is the question. And do they have the pace to last that long? Time between the cars ahead. I'm not sure he might, if he has the pace to fight for that podium. Supply Raptor definitely does though, so does Cobb. It's only a matter of time. DRS is now enabled. It is a almost 4-weight fight for the win. NVR Cobb. That is a penalty for Cobb. If we look at intervals, does Cam have the gap? I think he does have the gap for that podium. It's only a matter of time before the softs may start degrading as well. Still a medium amount of way to go. 6 laps left. 5 laps left after these drivers cross the line. Jack is playing it smart. Pulling off after turn 2. Oh, that's Alphanesis going on a move on Cam. Cam is struggling. Supply Raptor all in the back of Jack on those fresh softs. Taylor holding the pressure well. very, oh, Cam with the 3 second. Jack up for the move now. Gets the DRS. Dane defends. Jack is waiting for the last minute. Cam almost around the outside of Alphanesis there. They both have very minimal amount of overtake. Alphanesis has the inside! What an overtake by Cam! Oh, committed, aggressive, and calculated. Up into P5. 4 laps left. Those softs might be dying, or is it just me? Or they just caught up out of nowhere. Cam and Alphanesis caught up out of nowhere. Alphanesis is en route for a podium. Ooh, Cobb pushes Supply Raptor a bit. I think that was a push. Will Cam go for the double overtake once again? He has the straight line speed. Pulls out of it though. Fly Raptor and Heavy Air Cobb battling it out. I must say though, Jack playing it really smart on Dayton. We've seen a couple of times on the onboards. He's been lifting and coasting. You know, he doesn't want to overtake Dayton that fast. That's the thing. Because if he does, he will probably get overtaken later on in the race. He's playing it smart. 80% ERS. Oh, that's Dayton. Dayton. Spun. Oh, Dayton. Oh, Dayton. Oh, no. Oh, that's a crash. Oh, that's a crash. Oh, what is going on? There's 7 cars in this fight. This is a dog fight. What is going on? Cam is in a P2. I mean, one thing's for sure. That's a win for Jack. Jack has no penalties compared, but Cam is going to go for the move now. Wants to waste no time. Going to go down the inside. Cam's put off some great moves this race, and this is one of them. The real question is, I don't think he can really hold that position considering his penalties and his ERS situation. He is using so much track. XF1, poor guy. I feel bad for XF1, man. Got punted off. And, I mean, he has a chance. He still has a chance. Really. So many 3 seconds. Let's see. Let's see the penalty situation. Well, everyone really has 3 seconds. Except for Greenhorn, Smeggy, and Phantom. Do that what you will. Supply gets past Axe. Axe gets past Supply. Oh, Axe has left the session. Oh no, that's another person out of the session. Oh, unfortunate for Axe. Cam sliding now. Those mediums must be very tired. I can tell. I can imagine, man. Penultimate lap. Dane gets another 3 second. Oh, Dane gets a 3 second actually. Sorry. Cam is on course for a P2. Trying to get rid of the DRS from Jack, but Jack gets that. It is straight. How many warnings does Cam have? Ah, of course. Well, yeah. What about Jack? I don't think he has any, actually. I mean, one realistically. Jack has DRS for this straight. Interesting. Last lap though, folks. This is it. Cam. Guaranteed probably P2. Jack. As well. Is gonna win this race if he does not get any penalties. And, I mean, Cobb. Quiet overall in the rest of the race. And, well, I would say well-deserved P3. Supply Raptor also great effort in his McLaren. Dane, unfortunately, spinning in the last lap after fighting for the win so long and no penalties as well. Cringe, yeah, Cringe and Alphanesis have been really quiet. Gonna battle it out. It's gonna go down the inside, lets him through though. It's better of it. Last hairpin of the Grand Prix. Will Jack? I honestly think Jack might even go for the pass, just for the funnies. Has to slipstream. What will Cam do? Cam's gonna defend. We go, great defensive move. Cam's gonna win on track, but Jack is going to win overall. Jack, great race from him. Wins the Grand Prix. Cam a podium. Cobb in actually no. Wow, Cringe. I forgot about that. Cringe in third place and Alphanesis in fourth. Supply Raptor retired. That might be a reevaluation of the results there, considering he probably crossed the line. But there you are, folks. You are Jack falling off of his podium, but it's a race. Good stuff from them. We are though. There are your race results. That is going to be it from me. Tune in tomorrow for Tier 3 and on Saturday for Tier 1 and Tier 2. That is it for me. Thank you, everyone. Tune in next week.